was the first one. You know what I'm saying? That was just a dream come true.
I guess I'd be him then.
Number one, and pop it off, Sean Taylor for sure. It's good just to have him there. It's all I love at the end of the day.
The Players Club is presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. Welcome into the Players Club. I'm London Fletcher here with Santana Moss and the playmaker, Kam Curl.
Indeed.
Cam, we appreciate you joining us. We're going to get things started off on the Players Club with your top three, your defensive back. We want to know your top three defensive backs of all time.
All time. All right, I got you. Number one, and pop it off, Sean Taylor for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He one of the greatest ever, like, you know what I'm saying, no doubt. Number two, I had to go Brian Dawkins. He was crazy on the field, you know what I'm saying? Just his energy and the way he hit people, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Number three.
Did B-Dog ever hit you?
Yeah, come on now.
Plenty of times.
I'm gonna say number three. It's a bunch, man. I have to go Deion. Man, for sure.
Well, so you obviously love what Deion's doing right now in Colorado. You paying a lot of attention to that.
Yeah. The way he's changing that program around is crazy. Like they're doing real good things over there for sure.
He's playing. You know, his sons are playing for him. Your dad was a coach at one point in time.
Yeah.
What's it like playing for your dad?
It can get hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he might not turn the coach off, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's good just to have him there, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like you can learn on and off the field from, you know what I'm saying? Like them car rides back, sometimes them get hard too.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, it's all good. Like, it's all love at the end of the day, and just learning from him, like, it was real good.
Being that your dad was your coach, when did you ever see the difference? Because I know Deion says that when he's on the field, he coach prime, and then he know how to, you know, when he home, when he in the office or whatever, he turned to pops.
Yeah.
Did you ever know when he was turning that switch to be dad or to be coach, or it was just like?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But you know, as a dad, sometimes like, you know, just giving them stern lessons, like, might seem like a coach as well, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, you get home, he'll turn off when we get home, but like on the field, he coach for sure, like, you know what I'm saying? He a real good coach, so I feel like it was a good experience just being able to play for him.
I had an opportunity to coach my son a couple years ago, and you know,
how was that?
it was great, but also there was a time where we played a team, and it was a rough game for them, and he was kind of frustrated. He didn't get the ball as much as he wanted to. As a receiver, you can relate to that. So after the game, we're still on the field, and I see him, and I was like, man, I literally in my mind said, it's time to be dead. So I need to go, you know, put my arms around it, you know, just kind of love him up like that. But it is a fine line, because you want to be dad, but you also need to be the coach, and you don't want players to feel like, hey, you playing favoritism, right. You're not on him as hard as you're on us. So it is a fine line between being a father and being a dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Time for the player profile presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. Your hometown, Kam Curl Day. They made a Kam Curl Day. What was that like? First of all, when you found out they was going to have a day just for you, and what was that? What was the event like?
You know, it felt good, you know, when they told me the news, you know what I'm saying? Just be able to experience that while I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? Like, that feel real good. But, you know, it was a day before my camp this year. You know, we got to the little MLK Center, you know, they had a cake for me, they had a big ceremony for me, gave me a key and stuff, and announced it was a day. Like, it was a real good turnout. Like, it was a real good feeling.
Now, that's something you do every year anyway, as far as having like a camp, or before they kind of gave you the day or stamped it as your day, was that something you was doing, you know, annually, just having a camp day or a weekend for kids?
Yeah, that was my second annual camp, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the thing I want to do every year. Like, a little free camp, you know, just bring the kids out, you know, showcase their skills, you know, and just have fun, you know.
How many guys is it in your area that you can say that you know, whether it's you can count on two hands or one, that's doing what you're doing right now, like that made it to where you at?
I mean, I two of them. Stacey McGee,
wow.
Yeah, Robert Thomas. You know,
wow.
Okay.
See, I asked that question.
Huh? But they both played here too.
Wow, that's crazy. I asked that question because I remember when I made it, and that was the first thing I did. I had a camp, every year I wanted to have this annual thing. And before you know it, it was 20, 25, 30 guys that was doing the same thing. And I'm like, well, let me go ahead and stop it and let them, you know what I mean? Because you didn't want to just kind of keep doing the same thing. And then I remember folks got mad at me for not doing it again. I'm like, bro, I don't want to just flood the whole city with the
you
same.
Want to get something
I want to be different. So I end up finding a way to get it doing up here because there's not that many players that stick around and do it. So that's the only reason why I had that question in mind, because most of the time, it's very seldom that you get a city that have so many guys that make it and then kind of piggyback off each other and do the same thing. So that's good.
I'm really the only one. Like, I be having them come out though, because I looked up to them when I was little. So I want them to be able to come out so the kids can see them too.
Yeah, that's big. That's what's up.
Yeah, you had another change this offseason, man. Cut the hair, cut your dreads. You got the hoodie on right now. What led to you saying, you know what? It's time to cut my hair, cut the dreads off.
I mean, I've been wanting to cut them. Like, I've been telling the teammates I was gonna cut them. Like my rookie year, I was gonna cut them, but like I was just putting it off. And then one day, like the media day was coming up, so I was like, I'm gonna just do it, like So I flew my barber out here, cause I wasn't gonna let nobody else do it. Like,
Had to have your barber, huh?
Yeah, for sure. So I brought him out here, man, and he cut it, and then that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It felt crazy at first, but I done got used to it now.
Did you feel like, man, I might lose my strength, man?
I was going to ask that's the same
like
question
Samson, man.
Nah. I mean, I lost a little cushion, so I could probably feel the hits a little bit more, but it's all good.
Yeah, I was kind of scared when I saw you do that, because I remember having braids, and we had a thing in college where when I got there, I had this big old fro, and they made us cut them. So we chopped that off, and I played with the bald head for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, bro, I need my hair. Like, it was just, I just felt like I wanted myself. Then when I got it back, I was like, I ain't cutting no more. Then I chopped it again. So when I saw you chop yours, I saw you left the hair. You left something. It wasn't cut all the way down. So I was like, at least he got a little fro. He got a little bit of that, that mane still sitting up there.
Yeah, I ain't had no fade since like 8th grade. So it was crazy.
Yeah, it's hard.
Speaking of media day, did y'all see Jimmy Butler's
God
media day?
Hey, only he could have pulled that off. You know what I mean? Jimmy's something special, man.
That man crazy.
Like, what would you do if one of your teammates came in the locker room with that hair? Do you think any of them would possibly try to pull that off?
We gonna hold that boy down. Like, we gonna get them right before he even get on the camera. Like,
That's why Jimmy the only one could pull that off, because he's just a different kind of dude, man. He wore that look like, man, y'all better not say nothing to me wrong. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you saw the picture. Was him, who was the hero, and Bam.
Yeah,
they them three, and Bam couldn't stop laughing. Like,
I mean, like,
I can't take this serious.
I'm glad that they have that sense, knowing that he has that sense of humor, and they ain't looking at him like scratching their head, like, Jimmy, what you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? But that's Jimmy, man. He go out there and play harder than anybody I've ever seen, on that court. So you let a guy like that pass any day with a hairdo like that.
Right. Speaking of the locker room, last year on the Players Club, you said you would have the locker room ox. You got a song. What song or album would they not skip if you was controlling the ox?
If I'm on the ox, I'm playing Young Boy. If I'm on the ox, man, like, he got some new stuff, but the old stuff be riding too. But like, I'm playing Young Boy or Rollo for sure.
Tyler, what you gonna play, man?
I got some Outkast. I got some pop. Them are my favorite two go-tos when it comes. I told you I listen. I don't know if I shared that last year on the show. From my first year playing high school, you know how you had to get you want to get in a routine. Like, I wanted to know what it took to be on this, to play good on this level. So one day I got this Outkast album. I don't know who bought it for me, and I played it. And I went to sleep before the game. We had every Friday game day. When school bell ring at 2:30, we got to go and eat spaghetti with the team, and then we go to sleep on the tables. We get our pillow and our blanket and go to sleep on the tables in the cafeteria. Played my Outkast ATLians. Woke up, I had my first good game. I listened to that album every year for the rest of my career. So that was like my going to the stadium or right before the game. So I got to always have that, and I finish it off with a little pop. Pop always had me right.
Man, early in my career, DMX, man.
Oh yeah,
X used to be my guy, man.
X was
that DMX, and then 50 Cent. And then once as I retired, I played so damn long. It was by that time Jay-Z. those type of dudes.
But it's always somebody in the locker room that has got a one of those compilations. They got like a mix of everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was cool with. I have my little fix, and then I just listen to everybody else's music because somebody jamming. Somebody got that, like he said, he got the aux. Somebody has it and just playing their whole little playlist or whatever.
All right, cool. We're just getting started here on the Players Club. When we come back, talk about our Commanders DBs. Coming up on this edition of the Players Club.
And we got a lot of guys that like to learn, you know what I'm saying, and just compete for real. Like we got a lot of dogs back there for real.
Welcome back into the Players Club. London Fletcher here with Santana Moss and Kam Curl. It's time we talked about defense.
Yes, sir.
It's time for Protect the House, brought to you by Johnson Kendall Johnson, the official insurance broker and risk management partner of the Washington Commanders, where our passion is your protection. Cam, man, that defensive back room, a lot of talent, young players. You're going into your fourth year. Well, you're in your fourth year.
Yeah.
Kind of one of the veterans in that group. What's it like being in that defensive back room in particular?
It's good, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of personalities in there, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of guys that like to learn, you know what I'm saying, and just compete for real. Like we got a lot of dogs back there for real.
What's the process like, when you have because y'all room pretty much familiar with each other. A lot of the guys that's playing now play with each other last year, but when you get new guys added, Quan, you got Forbes, what's the process like getting those guys on schedule with y'all, like getting caught up?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really hard, you know what I'm saying? As a rookie, like me, I just come in and just watch, you know what I'm saying? Just evaluate everybody, and I feel like that's what they did, you know what I'm saying? Came in and just watched how we do things and then fit right in, you know what I'm saying? I feel like coming in our room, like, we the type of vets who gonna help you, you know what I'm saying? We want to see you play good, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a part of this room, we want to play good as a unit. So, we gonna help you as much as we can.
Do y'all do anything together off the field, like, on Tuesdays? Tuesdays are off day. I know we had a thing offensively and defensively. Like, guys were finding a way to my house, we playing Boo-Ray, playing cards. But most of it was mostly the wide receivers started and Porters, some of the running backs. But do y'all do that as a defensive back room too? Like find something that y'all can do together.
Yeah, sometimes we be going bowling. Some of them take it real serious. Like, bring their own balls and stuff.
Hey, I guess I'll be him then. I'll be the serious dude.
Who's the guy? Who are the guys bringing their own balls?
K4, D4. You know what I'm saying? Them the two for
that's
real.
That's the only way to go now, man. You don't have a ball?
I don't got no.
You got to get you a ball, bro. So look, if they coming like that, you got to come like that. You got to.
Tell me about what is it?
Because it's about spinning. So I mean, when I started bowling with Edrin James, like EJ used to come home in the off season when we was in college.
Right.
He'd take everybody bowling. So we ain't had that much money back then in college, but EJ had money, so he said, y'all gotta get a ball, I'm gonna teach y'all how to spin. Once they taught me how to spin, I ain't want to bowl no other kind of way. Like, that straight bowling.
You can't do that.
I can't even do it no more.
You can't do that with the bowling ball.
Well, you can. It just ain't gonna give you. It ain't gonna give you nothing. It probably won't. Like, you gonna have to actually really
manipulate it.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the towel too, huh?
Yeah, all that. I got the bag. I got the shoes. Oh, I'm ready now. I'm coming that thing. You gonna see me with my towel? I'm gonna get my ball right.
Hey, we gonna have to do a Players Club session for the bowling alley. I'm just a straight, throw it hard down the middle.
I'm gonna have an event this year. I'm gonna invite y'all. I'm gonna invite your guys, since I know y'all like to bowl. I'm gonna have an event for my foundation. It's gonna be at the bowling alley. So
let's do
everybody
that.
know I'm gonna have an event. All the watchers, y'all invited to. We gonna air it. Let everybody know when it's gonna be down. Y'all come watch me bowl, man.
Give me a ball, man, to come up in there. You got the 89
ways to give. Yeah, my foundation, man. So yeah, definitely, man. So now that I know y'all, boy, I got to make sure. I invite y'all out, man. That's what's up.
Who has the most personality in that defensive back room? Like, who's the fool?
Let me think.
We had Smoot.
Lord have mercy.
He's on another level, though.
Man.
Probably, I would say Sip. Sip, the funny guy in there. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like everybody got their little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like K4, he the calm one. You know what I'm saying? That like grandpa in there. You know what I'm saying? He the calm one. He makes sure everybody right. You know what I'm saying? And like D4 crazy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure D4 got his head on.
D4 like the snout. He got a little Landry in him. He got a little
D4 like the snout.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of that.
He got a little Landry in him, man.
He's from Ohio too, man. I know. know, yeah.
Oh man,
a lot of brothers, siblings.
Yeah. So,
Defoe.
Yeah, he did.
You said Sip. Who was Sip?
Christian Holmes.
Christian Holmes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Do we know who Sip is? Nah, man, but that's great, man. Just the defensive line room, playing behind that. This is your 4th year playing behind those guys, man. When you're back there, what's it like being able to play behind that group?
Man, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be able to play behind them, like, and then like I can watch them, like what they do, like getting the sacks. Like it's just fun to watch. Like, and then knowing they gonna get pressure on the quarterback, so that's gonna open up plays for us. Like it feel real good to play behind them for sure.
I'm not sure if you answered this question before last year or when we asked you this, but when you up in the box with them, basically like playing a little lower, you know, when you get a chance to play, whether it's that
he's like a linebacker,
he's like an
outside linebacker. Yeah.
How does it change? Because you know when you have those guys in the front, like I can ask him this all day. Because one of the things I learned about the middle linebacker position, Ray Lewis couldn't stand when they took his guys away from him.
Yeah,
so
big boys,
with you being down, I'm not sure does it affect your game or not. But how does it affect when y'all getting a run? Y'all getting a run towards you, and you don't have to worry about those guys coming because our D line is taking up all that. You know.
No, I feel good. Like I really just play cleanup. Like because they gonna get off blocks. They gonna you know they gonna make the play 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just there to clean up. I see the open gap, then I'm gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying? But I let them do them, and then I just clean up right behind them.
You know, I'm a receiver, and I've always had a defensive mindset. I told you I played DB growing up a little bit. You know, Pop 1 and all that type of stuff. Not high school. But I remember here, never got a chance to play with a dominant D line, and London. You know, we had a good D line. Like we might have some ends here and there, but we didn't have what y'all have right now. And I can just imagine what it brings to the table when it comes to just knowing that ball got to come out early. You know, when you're in that secondary, you know it's a clock. You're like, hey, and them boys hit home. Y'all be ready, that ball coming up. So I can just imagine if you telling those guys back there, hey, you the QB of the secondary, hey, get ready, man. And you know, we in a certain defense, that ball got to come out quick.
Facts.
Let's take a look at Driving Towards Greatness, presented by Eastern's Automotive Group. Any car, any way, for everyone since 1988.
You go from a 7th round draft pick to now one of the defensive leaders. A lot of people, a lot of coaches I've talked to, they actually consider you like the key to the defense because of what you can do. You know, you can come in the box, play what they call big nickel. It's almost like a wheel linebacker. You can play strong safety, play free safety. You can go out and line up over the slot and cover receivers. What's it feel like for you to go from where you were as a 7th rounder to now one of the defensive leaders and main cogs of this defense?
I mean, it feel good, you know, just seeing like my hard work pay off. You know what I'm saying? Just staying locked in. Like I know coming in as a 7th round, I knew like it was some stuff I had to change. You know, like I had to just turn everything up, like everything, every aspect of my game, like the film, the recovery, just staying locked in. You know what I'm saying? Them, like you said, me doing all the things, them just putting the trust in me to be able to do that. Like it feel real good.
All right, well, cool. All right, we got more to come. We're going to come back with Cam's most rewarding moment. Welcome back to the Players Club. London Fletcher, Santana Moss, Kam Curl. Cam, it's time to look at your most rewarding moment of your career so far. Let's take a look at the most rewarding moments brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook, the most rewarding sportsbook. Please play responsibly. What's your most rewarding moment?
I would say getting drafted was the first one. You know what I'm saying? That was just a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? And then like just being named the starter. Yeah. You know, because like coming in as a 7th round, you know, they probably think, you know, he might be a special team dude if he make the team. You know what I'm saying? And then being a starter, like it's just real rewarding. Like that's just dope. Like I said, it shows my hard work paying off.
That's dope. I mean, that's something that, you know, and I want to add to that, just that's like, if I had to ask you that first one is just getting here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, I share that same kind of feeling because, you know, I was a guy that a lot of people find out and they look at it like, oh, well, maybe they did this. Well, I walked on to the University of Miami football team and I got in on the track, and I remember having that whole process. When I got the track scholarship, I didn't want to take it because I didn't want folks to be like, well, he's a track guy. And then I got there and I'm like, well, this is the only way to get in. And when I got in, I didn't even have a chance to redshirt. I had to play out the gate. So go through all that and then go first round as a draft pick, I was like, well, damn, you know what I mean? That's the way to go out there and handle that situation and come in. So that was, when you said, getting drafted, regardless of what round you go, that has to be one of the best feelings ever, man, knowing that my hard work really came to fruition and paid off for me.
I can remember watching your first start, and you were filling in for, I forgot who the safety was that got injured.
For Orlando.
Yeah. And so I'm watching you play, and you had a hell of a game, and then you kept making plays. I'm like, man, ain't no way they can take this dude out of the lineup. Whenever he comes back, like, that's one of those things where took advantage of your opportunity and made the most of it. And then, 4 years later or whatever, now you still making things happen, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a great memory. All right, Cam, we appreciate you joining the show, man. We're going to have you sign our helmet if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me.
I got one last question for you. What's next for you, the rest of the season?
Just continue to make plays, help the team win, you know what I'm saying? Get my hands on the ball and just try to be the best defender on the field every game.
That's what I'm talking about. I speak that thing, pick this week.
Go ahead
and put it out there, right?
Absolutely. All right, we appreciate y'all joining us, watching us on the Players Club. Check us out next week.